Hi, it's Dark Angel, and welcome to another segment of self expression. Um, my self expression. If you see little fuzzy furry people, that is my dog and my cat. Um, anyway, today I wanted to talk about um, like self love and kind of what that really means. And when you look at the broad spectrum of self love, it is a very broad subject, because there isn't really just one facet of ourselves, so we can't just say that we have found that one facet and we love it, because a lot of us don't even know who we are. We haven't even put all of those pieces together yet, and it's something that we're not born with. um, it's something that's learned, and it takes time. But I'm not going to go into all of that today. More so, just going to focus on one facet of myself that I've had to learn to love and appreciate, and that is my hair. This is not a tutorial, sorry, but it's more so just the fact that my hair and me have had a pretty long journey. Um, when I was younger, in the 90s, it wasn't really a big thing to be natural. That wasn't really the in thing to do. Everyone either had a perm at the age of like 6 or 7 or was on their way to get one. There were a few girls, who had more of a finer or straighter curl pattern or textures of hair that didn't really need it. Stop biting me. Anyway, my cat is crazy. Um, that didn't need, their hair to really have a perm because it was more easily managed than people with my type of hair, which is a mixture of different curl patterns and textures, but um, it's, still it's not the easiest thing to tame, as you can imagine. But when I was growing up, I got a perm, I think at probably around 9, like 9 or 10, something like that. And the only thing that I remember outside of the fact that when I would get my hair permed and, redone and everything, I would look really cute and pretty and all of that. And I like that. But all I remember really right now is the pain, the burning, the your scalp is on fire. And this is no, disrespect to anyone who has a perm. If it's working for you, or if it's just, you feel you can't handle the natural, you know, way of dealing with your hair, it's totally understandable. But for me, I rather deal with this mess of hair, or this love of hair that I have, rather than sit for 15 minutes in agony. And then on top of the fact, that once, my hair would get, relaxed after the fact, then, here comes the curling iron or the flat iron or the hot comb or everything else. And we all know where that, leads to, or at least everyone who has more of an ethnic hair type. Um, for those of you who have straighter or just straight hair, you may know some of it with, flat ironing or whatever, but it's a process to getting this to look straight, um, even with the relaxer. So when I was about 16, I said, I'm not doing relaxers anymore. I don't feel like going through this process anymore. So I'm like, my hair's not growing. Um, and I just like I just want to see what my own hair can be like on its own. Because before I had a relaxer, my hair was very long. And sorry, my animals are acting up. Um, my hair was pretty long down my back. And, once I got that out, my hair started to grow, you know, more once I got the relaxer out. Um, it took a while, and you may say, oh, well, how long have you been natural? You don't seem like your hair's grown that long. And that is because, yes, I've been natural since I was 16 and I'm 24 now, but the fact is, when you go natural for the first time without anyone really telling you what to do and really how to take care of natural hair, you go through some ups and downs. So my hair's gone through some ups and downs. I've gone through a lot of learning of really how to take care of my hair. You can't just say, oh, I'm just not going to put any chemicals in it and I'll wash it and I'll just expect to have really defined curls. No, it does not work that way. There's a lot of transitioning, there's a lot of deep conditioning, there's a lot of patience that you have to have with yourself, because it's not an overnight process. Some people's natural curl patterns are more defined than others. Some people need a lot of products to make their hair look a certain way. And then some people do just want to go for that very raw, natural, look. And there's nothing wrong with that either. So it's really all in what you want to do with your hair and, what works for you on an everyday basis, because it's your hair, unfortunately, is something that you have to live with regardless of whether you want to or not. I mean, you can get a wig, you can wear a weave, you can do all of that to try to hide it or to at least give yourself a break from it. But it's not anything you can change. Unlike plastic surgery, you can't get a different texture implant. I wish there was. But later on, once I really started to say, hey, this is my hair. This is me. This is what makes me different. You know, no one else really has my own hair other than me. And, the same thing with physical, beauty, as far as, either your face or your body. These are the things that make you you. And yeah, my hair gave me a lot of stress dealing with it. I've thought about shaving it off, cutting it, you know, or at least drastically cutting it. I've cut it, but not, a big drastic chop. And, I just said, well, let me just spend some more time on it. Let me just try to actually learn what is best for my hair. And that's not only just products, because right now there are a lot of natural hair care products. Before, there were not a lot of them. But it's also what you eat, the foods that you eat, because food, what we take in helps to promote what comes out of us. And since our hair grows out of our body, naturally what we take in is going to affect how, our hair comes out. So if we eat healthy, then our hair will more naturally be healthy. There's still some other things to do to it. But another thing, that I found is the easiest way to let your hair really, be free and more manageable is to just do absolutely nothing sometimes. Stop worrying about it. Don't stress it. Don't even, comb it so much where, you're trying to let me just try to achieve this beautiful, look. Sometimes just let it be itself. Like today, I picked it out a little bit and I'm just letting it be who it wants to be. And that is, It's not the most defined curls all over the place. You know, my hair in the front's a little bit more finer than the hair, or straighter than the hair in the back, but at the end of the day, it's mine, and I'm happy to have it. Yes, I do color it because that is a part of my self-expression that I like. It will say, well, you're not fully natural, your hair's colored. Well, according to me and the majority of everyone else, my hair is natural. Yes, it is colored, and I will be recoloring it in about a week or two. But, you know, that's just what I like. And, you know, pretty much loving your hair, you know, this isn't a thing promoting natural hair, because all hair is, you know, beautiful, whether it's natural, um, relaxed, texturized, whether you have locks or anything, whether it's colored or not, it really doesn't matter. It's really just more so about you having a good relationship with your hair, because if you don't take the time to appreciate what you do have, and you're always striving to, you know, fix something about your hair, then, you know, it creates a lot of stress on you. And stress is the biggest hair loss remedy. So we don't want to lose what we do have. You know, so we want to try to just appreciate what we do have, take care of it in the way that suits us best. And just, you know, at the end of the day, for those who don't have natural hair, whether it's relaxed or not, you know, the only thing I can say is to just make sure that it is working for you, and that, you know, your hair is still healthy, because your hair can still be healthy and be relaxed. There's, you know, it's not anything to say that your hair can't be healthy. There may be more chemicals that you're putting into your hair, but, you know, if that's the look that you want to achieve, then that's perfectly fine. You know, you just still want to make sure that it is healthy, or that you're, you know, at least aiming to achieve that. So I've gone a little bit longer than the times that I usually do. My videos usually aren't that long, but my hair is just something that I feel pretty passionate about. And, you know, also, you know, just other people who feel passionate about their hair. You know, most of my time on Instagram, I'm looking at hair. So, you know, it's a pretty big deal to me. But anyway, regardless of your hair, texture, color, length, you know, long hair isn't an overnight process for everyone, you know, and there's nothing wrong with having shorter hair either. You know, it's what works for you. So make sure that whatever hair that you do have, that you just take care of it and learn to love it. Peace.